So, this is episode 1 of living in Melbourne. Literally our first day here. We arrived just after midnight, or around it was just after midnight we arrived. Beauty, Beast. They slept a lot on the 4 days on the road. And then I was driving in yesterday, and even though it was dark, I could see all the lights of Melbourne. It was so cool. I was so tired driving on the motorway. And then as soon as we kind of hit the city... Thank you. It's all right, baby. And then as soon as we kind of saw it, I was like, oh my God. You know, you make a big move to a place that you don't know that well or you haven't lived before. It's a big thing. For me, I didn't feel like so overwhelmed by it, to be perfectly honest, or like stressed too much about it, because I've literally moved continents in my life, and Milad has too. I've gone to many countries to compete alone, things like that. So it's not the same thing as moving, I know that, but it is kind of, because you still get to a very foreign place. You don't know anyone, you don't know anything, and you got to Google it. Thank God for Google. And you got to find your surroundings again, get familiar with things, find your coffee, find your supermarket, closest gym. Yeah, all those sorts of things. So, but like I got here and I'd chosen the area. It was pet friendly. That was a huge thing. It's such a cute little house.
So cute.
It's so cute. And doggies are really happy here too. And there's a doggy door, and they learn how to use it like that. So proud of you. So proud of you. Even when they got in trouble and we threw them out, they ran straight out the door. Also, we have this game that whenever we want to put their harnesses on... Stop it. So as soon as we put their harnesses on... they run. It's like a game. We have to chase them everywhere before we take them out. So anyway, that was not so much fun with the doggy door, because we can't fit through the doggy door. Anyway, so I had a good sleep, which was nice last night, and I watched some of the Rising Phoenix. I think I fell asleep towards the end of the NPC.
Boring.
And then, because it's boring because in the Pro League, like, obviously there was a lot of things to watch. I wanted to watch all the physique girls. And then the bodybuilding girls, oh my God, my friend Angie. Wow. That was just, that's what we were waiting for. Milad fell asleep first here on the floor. Put everything in the bedroom to attempt to try and keep the situation alive. And fell asleep myself. There you go. Anyway, so I did playback. As soon as I opened my eyes in the morning, I was just like, playback. We watched the Masters, and we watched the Opens physique. To be honest with you, we did watch the bodybuilding first. That was wow. Now, Angie Yeo, she's so beautiful, right? Like, I've not met her in person. But when I was at the time, I was at Toronto and my pro debut, and she messaged me, so she must have seen me or something, which is like wow for me, because I know she got second at Olympia last year. It was really cool. And she has braids like me, so we're like braid sisters, she said. But oh my God, if anybody saw that show, or if anyone is now seeing the footage, you need to go find it, because Angie is actually perfection. Like, I'm not even joking.
And even Girls was amazing too.
Angie was just, everything was there. There was like not a flaw, like her abs, her legs, her posing routine, which she also won, which she should have done. That was amazing. I definitely have to get some help from her. But it was just like goosebumps, you know what I mean? And it was very inspiring and motivating. Anyway, before that, we found our coffee, which was a very nice place around the corner. But this is Melbourne, so there's good coffee everywhere. We came back for a bit and chilled, made sure the dogs were okay. We took them for a walk with our puppy, of course, we always take them. We left them inside with their little doggy door. So it's been our first day. We've done some grocery shopping, got all our bits and pieces, and we just thought we'd relax today. It is just under 7 weeks now for Olympia. I've been working super hard, super hard. My physique is, it obviously there's improvements I want to make, and my posing particularly, and I'm going to see Craig Lucas this week, which is amazing. So amazing. I'm looking forward to that, but what I've been doing with my food and my training, all the things has been working really well. I'm happy with how I'm kind of sitting right now. I managed to keep it mostly on track as well while we did our little bit of a road trip as well. Today has been a relaxed day. It has.
Yes, sorry.
So, sometimes your brain needs it and your body needs it. So I've been prepping for like the whole year pretty much. When it gets to Olympia, we've been prepping for 10 months. Technically 10 months and 2 years. Because after my 2022 show, I knew I had some major improvements to make. And also, it was that year, I think it was. I think it was just before that. Yeah, it was that, the beginning of 2022 when I got diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. It was the year before.
Yes.
No, it might have been the year before. It was the year before, actually. It's been like, and so I was diagnosed with something called ulcerative colitis after being misdiagnosed for 3 years. I'm not going to go into too many details right now. That would be another YouTube episode for you guys to watch. But pretty much, I can't have any fiber. My entire colon is ulcerated. There's only limited things I can eat. Particularly, I can't eat rubbish food. I can't eat preservatives, sweeteners. Nat is okay, things like that. So anything natural I can have pretty much, apart from like vegetables, no skins, no seeds, no whole grains, anyway, a whole bunch of stuff. So between 2022 and 2024, I knew I had this condition. So to be honest with you, it's a bit easier to manage my off season, and I stayed pretty lean. But I feel really good. And actually, as I found, it was a weird time. It was 16 weeks between winning my pro debut and to going to Olympia. So that's like a whole prep. I didn't slacken off or anything. I pushed my calories up a little bit here and there. I played with some carb cycling, tried some different techniques to help bring my body in a bit sharper, but also still give me enough energy and fuel to be able to work on the improvements in my physique that I need to as best of my ability, as well as not to get too far out of the range, so I can do a nice controlled cut coming into Olympia and bring in an even better condition, because I can start further out and bring it in nice and slow and smooth. No surprises for my stomach, all that type of stuff. No overloading, no overeating, no eating on show day, stuff like that. So it's been actually really fun because, the amount I've been competing for 14 years and learning about my body has actually been so amazing. Coming from a background of eating disorders, hating myself, thinking I've got big, ugly, fat thighs, thunder thighs I was called. No one will love you unless you look perfect, and I'm never going to look like a supermodel because, yes, I was born in the 80s. Never going to be Kate Moss. No box gap here. So a whole bunch of stuff around that, and I came through in the last 14 years. I mean, the first few years were me hiding from my disorder and learning, I guess, how to control it. But actually, when I became off-season, it was way out of control because of the mental side of it. Every year got better, more self-healing, more all that type of stuff, until really it got to a point, and this isn't as simple as it sounds, where I realized that you are a person and people love you for who you are. The amount of energy you spend on stressing about how much you weigh and how you look, and it is insane. I know, and I can say that because that was me. It is absolutely insane. Out of all the beautiful things in this world, and the beautiful things in your life, like your family, your friends, like your holidays, your kids, your animals, your lifestyle, the fun things, out of all of those things, you know what's always there in your head? Oh my God, if I eat that, I'll get fat. Or, oh, I'm so hungry, I really want that, but I'll get fat. Or, I look so disgusting in this shirt. Oh, look at this is bulgy. It is insane, literally, right, babe?
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know if you've ever felt that way.
No, I already had an almond croissant this morning. I'm so happy about it.
Things like that. And I have a few clients, and they know who they are, and I've had them for years. And they're in Queensland. 15 years, one of them in particular. She knows who she is. Always from day one, she was so balanced. And she doesn't even know how much she inspired me and helped me get better. because she was literally one of those people who was like, oh, if I feel like having a little bit of chocolate, I'll have a square and I'm okay. And back then in my head, I'd be like, what is wrong with you? Like, I'm like an all-in girl. If I'm going to have a square, I'm having a whole block. And then, of course, it got to the point where I was just like, that is such a nice way to be. So balanced, so not constantly chasing a fix, if you know what I mean. So she was quite happy to, like, with everything. She was quite happy with everything in her life. And she has a beautiful life. And every year gets even better and more amazing. And although, like, she works as the same job and she has this partner she's had for years, that is so beautiful. There's little things like she decided they weren't having kids. She was actually my original no-kid friend. Then she came in and got pregnant. I thought she was joking.
She's not.
Seriously. And I told her, I'm so happy for you, but I'm so sad. And she said, me too.
She's none of us.
But, you know, and like she is like an inspiration because she never says never. Like, she still goes out and does whatever she wants to do, even though it's a different lifestyle to mine. Very different. It's like your level of what you do and how you sit and how comfortable you are in your life. It's not measurable to anybody else's because it's your life. You're a totally different person than anybody else. You can't measure yourself against someone else. It's like literally impossible because you're not the same person. And she's so happy and has been happy for years. And like, it's like she was my inspiration. I was being so envious. I was like, I wish I could be more like that. Like, I really do. I was talking about Sarah.
Oh.
Yeah, Sarah, yes. And yeah, and I will love her forever. I actually went to Vegas to watch her wedding in Vegas. It was so good. And I'm going to Vegas in August, so I'm sure I'll be thinking of her then too. She's messaged me, I'm going to message back, but you know, there's a lot of beautiful people that have messaged me and I haven't been able to deal with the messages. I start crying. But yeah, so going back to the prep and just under 7 weeks out of Olympia, we've just arrived in Melbourne. It was like probably about 20 hours drive in total. We had a few stops along the way, like every couple of hours we stopped. We also stayed in Sydney for 2 nights, and Port Macquarie for 1 night as well. So we broke it all up. And then finally we made it to Melbourne. Don't crack your fingers on my video. Stop it. No. Go anywhere else in the house to do that shit. Why do you have to do it here right in front of my ears when you know I hate it?
Okay.
And we're here now, and the dogs seem really happy, to be perfectly honest. I think Milad's happy.
I'm super happy.
Super happy. Even though it rained today, I thought he would melt.
That's my old schoolhouse too. I love
It's a really comfortable, cozy home.
And we get the...
We'll show him later. We'll do a tour.
Awesome. That's our backyard.
Yeah. You should close the door. You know we have a doggy door now. We don't need the door.
No, I just make it open to change the air.
Oh, you're hot. Hot in Melbourne, guys. Whoa. And graceful as always. I slowly unpacked the car. We've got another car coming tomorrow, I think, to unpack. And we've got to put all our stuff away. Like I said, we did our grocery shopping, so we've got everything ready. So from tomorrow, I'll be at Doherty's gym. I'll be prepped my food and get all my stuff. So my cardio starts tomorrow too. Like, I have been doing cardio. It properly starts tomorrow. I fucking nail that shit. Pull everything in. It's 6 weeks until I leave, just under. I've still got to book that flight. Guys, remind me. And then 7 weeks before I compete, just under. So Friday was 7 weeks. But yeah, that's exciting. But I just also, like, seeing the show The Rising Phoenix this morning was fucking epic. You know, because like all of us, like no matter how accomplished you are, no matter how much you've done, no matter how many comps you've done, because Olympia will be my 30th comp on their 60th anniversary. It's so sweet. my first Olympia is so exciting. But yeah, it doesn't matter like how many of these things you've done. You always want to be better. You always want you're I forgot my train of thought on that one, babe.
What do you want to say?
Were you listening to what I was saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about Olympics.
I know.
Anyway, oh, that's right. So watching The Rising Phoenix. So it doesn't matter, like, if you've even been on that stage before, and I actually really wanted to be on that stage this year. I really wanted to compete at that show. Just didn't have the sponsors for it. And we moved here, so all in all. But I will do it next year.
Won that competition.
I'll do it next year. We'll see what happens. I'll do it next year for sure. That was an amazing competition. But like I said, it doesn't matter where you are in your career. You watch something like that. And Angie Yeo, I know I keep mentioning her. I know I'm in love. That win, because she beat the current Olympia bodybuilding woman, Andrea Shaw, who is absolutely incredible. She actually won most muscular. So it's going to be a battle, you guys, at Olympia, like seriously, and I'm so honored that I'm going to be able to witness this, like a huge battle. And like for me, like because Angie Yeo, she reached out to me, she's so lovely, and she's commented on posts, like we have really good chats here and there, like really honest chats. To be honest with you, when she first like commented the messages, I don't usually go and like stalk people's profiles. I'll see it, maybe have a quick look before, I accept it and do that. And I didn't do that like either for her. It's just that she was really lovely to me, you know what I mean? She said some really nice things, so I responded in, like a friendship. She's not up herself, she's not, like, she seriously, like, from what I can gather, like, I know I haven't met her personally, she seems like such a good heart and such a good soul. And I'm super, super excited to meet her at Olympia. Like, you have no fucking idea. I was crying when she won this morning. There's not many people in life that can reach you from across the oceans. And the reason that's such a huge inspiration is I want to have a little bit of that, I think. That's magic. That's magic. But that stuff can't be learned, taught, or bought. That just comes straight from the heart. So I hope I can have a little bit of that in me.
Oh, you're having it. It's not, you're having it.
Anyway, that's the first little episode. I don't know if that's boring for you guys. And first day in Melbourne, 2024.
I didn't know.
Yes, for YouTube. 2024. The date is the 25th of August. Yes, we are here.
Melbourne.
And it's already been an epic year, so let's see what's more to come. Bye.
Bye.